Luxury Car Navigation. Welcome, Sheila.
Thank you, Luxury Car Navigation.
Where would you like to go?
Yes, take me home, Navigator.
Okay. Would you like to listen to the radio?
Yes, I would. Tune the radio to...
It's almost 6 p.m. May I suggest we tune in to 1100 a.m. for the B.A.G Radio Show? It's all about strengthening women using the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding endowed in each of us by our Creator and the biblical principle that money is the answer for everything. Each week, the blessed, anointed, and gifted ladies of B.A.G Radio talk deeply about issues that have traditionally held women back, such as legislation and policies, personal traumas, and, of course, credit and finance. More importantly, though, they discuss real ways of moving forward to help each woman get back on track or to get onto a new track. It really is a show you do not want to miss, Sheila.
Wow, that sounds like exactly what I need. Work is great, but I have really been thinking about starting my own business lately.
Then this show is definitely for you, Sheila. The female executives and entrepreneurs will have real, result-driven conversations that include information about available and accessible resources that can help you take the next step in your career or in your business. You will not regret tuning in. Shall I also call your mother, sister, cousin, and friends so that you can tell them to tune in also?
Yes, we have to tell everybody about this show, the B.A.G Lady Radio Show on 1100 a.m. at 6 p.m. on Thursdays. But wait, what about my friends who live out of town or who can't get the station in their cars?
That is not a problem, Sheila. I will send all of them a text message telling them to download the TuneIn, iRadio Now, and iHeartRadio apps on their smart device so that they can experience this life-changing show as well. Do not worry, Sheila. I am your luxury car navigation system. I will take care of you.
Tune in each and every Thursday at 6 p.m. to 1100 a.m. to catch the B.A.G Lady Radio Show. Shows also on demand at goldenheartsradio.com.
This is for all of my There's power already working in you. A feast is for friends. Wine makes you happy, but money is the answer to all things. Get yourself something to sip on, set that pot on simmer, and let's talk money, love, relationships, work, and more, but mostly money. We're going to be better than Starbucks. We're going to break Twitter. Yeah, this is happening, and it's a thing. Tweet, post, pin, scope, IG, whatever you got to do. It's the B.A.G Lady Radio Show with your hosts, Mrs. Mary Ellis and Dr. Regina Littles.
Good afternoon, Atlanta. This is Mrs. Mary Ellis, and I am here in your ear this afternoon on this super packed, traffic-filled day. What in the world is going on, Atlanta? How y'all doing? I am glad that y'all are with me. I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all know how special this is to me. You know, I'm always feeling myself. I'm also feeling my guests today. I got some special ladies in the booth with me today. We're gonna first start by talking to Reverend. Oh, amen. Hallelujah. Reverend, hallelujah. Reverend Harriet Bradley. Lanita, you might want to pull your mic down. You're a little high. You're a little high. And my other guest, the phenomenal, the astronomical. Wow. Lanita Blackwell Mitchell. Ladies, say hello to everybody. Yes. Hello. Hey, y'all. Yes. Thank you very much. And of course, y'all know we got Walt on the board. We appreciate him. We appreciate him so much. The man, I walked in here and nearly called the man Kevin because he looks like a Kevin to me. And then he said that people be confusing him with that other Kevin, the little itty bitty one. I don't know how in the world that happens.
As long as they confuse and give you his money.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be good? That would be good. Yeah. Then me and you, then don't forget your friends though. Don't forget when you know when they confuse you and with him, don't forget your friends.
And you know, preachers always receive love offerings. We like plenty of love coming our way. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Well, y'all know how we do it. You know, this is what you see is what you get radio around here. So y'all know to be tuned in to the TuneIn app. I'm sure if y'all listening already, or if you're getting in your car and it's getting a little spotty, go ahead and download the TuneIn app, download iHeartRadio, download iRadio Now, whatever you got to do so you can hear us. If you can get onto the internet, you want to go to www.1100entertainmentradio.com and you want to click watch live because we cute. Say hi to the camera, y'all.
Hey.
All right then. So today's show is going to be fun, of course. And it's also be informational. So Reverend Bradley, y'all wish y'all could see. I hope y'all looking, because she cute, honey. She got on her pink. Girl, Boaz, if you listening, I'm just saying. She is cute. She is all dressed up and ready to go paint the town pink.
It's
so,
like I'm saying to the Boaz, come on, baby.
See what I'm talking about? She gonna bless you, bro. Come on. The red one to bless you.
Woo, glory. Didn't know it was going to go like that.
Lord Jesus,
Yes,
God,
Lord.
forgive us, please, Lord.
Oh.
Well, Pastor Mike, you going to be like, look here, now I can't take you nowhere. We let you out for a little while. Look how you act.
But my
yeah.
and I give praise God and ups to Viners Worship Center. My pastors are P.T. and Andrea Smith, and they cover us and send us out.
Yes,
so praise
2
God.
by 2, right? Okay, they are. All right, shout out to everybody who, y'all know who y'all are. And of course, I'm not here with my partner, Dr. Regina Littles. She is holding it down in either Dallas or Houston today. So she's not here. But if you listening, Gina, call in. You know how much we like to hear from you. So give us a call at the radio station, 404-603-8770. All right? All right, y'all ready?
We're ready.
All right,
do
then
it.
let's go. Let's
Okay.
go. So, Reverend Bradley,
Yes.
you are here today, and I know you in a hurry, so we're going to get you in, get you out. You're here today to talk about the
Everything.
transportation situation in Gwinnett County.
Exactly.
Now, I don't live in Gwinnett, but I know a lot of people who do.
Right.
And one of the reasons I don't live in Gwinnett is because, for real, child,
The traffic is
the
something
traffic,
else, isn't it?
It is insane.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
My
I do
mother
like
used
that
to
little.
live up there.
Your mom did?
Yes.
She left from over there, right?
Yes.
Smart lady.
It was terrible.
It is. It's
Yeah.
insane. Even if you don't have some place to be,
Right.
like at 8 in every day,
Right.
you
It's
know what I'm
still
saying?
traffic.
It doesn't matter. I don't think I've ever gone over there. Maybe about 4 in, and I'm not gonna tell y'all what I was doing over there that time. But
Oh,
I'm just saying, a
Oh.
girl has to have her secrets. I'm just saying.
Come on.
But for real, I don't think I've ever seen it not crazy congested, confusing, whatever, traffic over there.
Right.
So tell us what you got to tell us about this Gwinnett situation.
Well, you talked about the traffic. One of the reasons why there's so much traffic is because Gwinnett County is one of the fastest growing counties. It used to be in the country.
Yeah.
But it's definitely in this region. And they have great schools and all of up there. Like in
Pull your mic down a little bit.
I have to
Talk
pull
right
it
into
down?
the sweet spot. Yeah.
All right, there we go. The population around 1990 was about 300,000. 20 here now, the last census 2013, it's over almost 900,000 people that
Wow.
are now in Gwinnett County.
It's triple.
It has. I mean,
In a generation, it's triple.
Right, and
Yeah.
the thing about it is I know. Oh, that used to be a field. Now it's got homes and it has strip malls and all that. But here's the problem.
The infrastructure.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
they did not. And then they started a Gwinnett Transit bus system because basically they had to. And because if they didn't do it, they were not going to get any more money for their roads.
Right.
Well, and then it's
Plus, jobs won't come there.
right.
Corporations, big corporations won't come.
In fact, there's some some companies that recently left because of that.
Yeah, you can't.
right.
You need a workforce.
Right.
And everybody in the workforce doesn't have a car.
Right. Exactly.
And everybody in the workforce shouldn't have a car. I mean, if we love the
Exactly.
earth, we should probably be
Right.
considerate of that.
Right. Now, you got to also remember Gwinnett County is one of the, pays real well. So there's a lot of people that drive from South Atlanta to come up, and then there's people that come on the bus. I knew one man that got on the bus at 4 a.m. From way past on the other side of the airport, even past Union City, to come to a job on Jimmy Carter and Atlantic Road. Okay, and so basically the service of the Gwinnett Transit, it doesn't run on Sundays. And the last bus that you can get from Doraville Station out, I live on Jimmy Carter, so I have a little bit more access because the number 10 bus will run. But if I lived in Lawrenceville,
That's where my friends live.
come 7 o'clock.
Lawrenceville, Snellville,
Come
places
7 o'clock.
like that.
If you haven't gotten it at 7 o'clock, you
7 p.m.?
Right.
Wow.
You're going to have to walk, and then And then there's no service on Sundays.
Okay.
Or holidays.
So for those mid-range jobs,
Exactly.
Jobs with like light industrial, warehouse, those kinds of things, people who are skilled laborers, are they considered skilled laborers? I know they're light industrial,
Yes,
but I don't know if they're
yes.
skilled. Okay. So people like in that industry who don't have reliable transportation, who may not have a car, they can't go and get those jobs.
Exactly.
So the jobs end up either going unfilled or what's happening over there?
But a lot of times, well, they do have a lot of turnover, and some of them, even though they want to get a job, if they can't get there,
right?
Or either they do a lot of walking or that kind of thing. I've seen bikes. I have seen cars, and so the Lord. I just want to say, and I'm going to talk about the survey. The Lord put me in this position so that I could be a voice.
Okay.
Because if you haven't experienced the bus or trying to get someplace, you don't know about it. You just and then and I got to be honest with you, I really didn't think about it before.
Wow.
I get in my car, do everything, but now I could. And that I don't limit myself. I will get anywhere.
All over the place. Y'all should see her.
Yes, ma'am.
And she does it on public transportation.
I sure will. And I'm going to tell you this. So I remember I used to walk early in the morning to get to the Doraville station on Sunday. And when I was walking down Buford, I keep my angels busy. Oh, yes, I do. Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't do this anymore. I don't have to do this anymore.
Praise God.
But I was walking, and because I was getting to church. It was on an Easter Sunday, and the Norcross police stopped me. And they asked me what I was, doing. I told them I was going to the Doraville station, and I said, because the buses don't run on Sunday. And do you know that policeman didn't even know that a bus ran on that main thoroughfare, and I was on Buford Highway.
He had never seen a bus on the highway at all.
And see, that's another thing. They don't they don't advertise. They don't have any corporate sponsors. They make it.
Who's they? You mean the transit system?
The Board of Commissioners, the Gwinnett Board of Commissioners, as well as the Gwinnett Transit Advisory. There's no ads on the buses. There's no advertisement, and then they talk about they don't have any money.
Now, what policy is driving that? Is it because that's a policy situation?
Well, hold on. Can I just say so? Can I say I'm so glad I got a lawyer in the building today. Go ahead, Lanita. Go ahead, ask the questions.
Well,
that was a good question. I had no idea. I wouldn't have thought to say that. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good question.
Right.
I mean, MARTA has like the entire bus route.
Yes.
Every place in the train it has some type of advertisement.
Exactly.
And you're telling me that these Gwinnett County buses that run up and down 85 and all around that major county that has almost 1 million people in it, that no one in administration has said we should put ads.
No, here is the problem. I'm going to be very nice about this. The people that make the decisions, number one, don't use the buses. And really are not in favor of it being there, and then they listen to the other people that gives the lies about they're going to have crime. And
I kind of figured that must be
no. You know why that annoys me? When was the last time y'all saw a robber hop on the bus to go and rob somebody? Crime is a local issue.
It is very local. You got to talk to the crazy people about that.
Yeah, it is an inside job.
Yes,
so all
it
these
is.
people who try to pretend that crime just came in, you need to look in your backyard.
Crime has been in the suburbs. So, I was born and raised. Well, you were too, down in Miami. And in the suburb, there's a suburb of Miami called Carroll City.
Yes.
It's now Miami Gardens. And in Carroll City, there was another community called Cherry Bay. And Cherry Bay was known as like the B&E capital of Miami. Because most of the people who lived there, they lived in nice homes, and they worked during the day. And miscreants understood that there's a bunch of empty houses sitting empty, just waiting. Good for the pickings, right for the pickings. And it was kids that lived in the neighborhood that was doing the breaking and the entering.
Yes.
It was not kids that was coming in on the bus. They were not catching the bus from the city to go up to Cherry Bay to rob their neighbors. It was neighbors robbing neighbors.
That's right.
You know who I see on the bus, and we get to know them. people that are going to work.
Uh-huh.
I see I see mothers
trying to get
with
their kids.
I see teenagers trying to get to
to
school or work.
Yeah.
Or,
People who are being
right,
productive.
or people, let's say, for example, for whatever reason, their license got suspended. Or they're
People who
having
are being
car
productive.
trouble or
Yeah.
everything. So basically, and then also one of the things that's been hard is that when they have any meetings, the people that ride the buses can't get there.
Right.
So-
Because they're not on the bus routes.
Right. That's,
Right.
right.
That's the first
it
thing. They're
doesn't
not on the
run-
bus routes.
And it doesn't run
During those hours.
late enough.
Yes.
And then the biggest mall that we have in this state, and I think if I'm correct, that the Mall of Georgia is probably the second largest
after
mall,
the Mall of the Americas.
And I live in
can't catch the
Gwinnett
bus
County.
there.
I can't get there.
Wow.
I cannot get there. And then they have the Gwinnett Braves. They have the.
Right.
I was just at last week Friday. Joyce Meyer was at the Gwinnett Center. There's always things going on there. I could get there on the bus, but I got back on.
You had to use Uber or
Oh,
something
I
like
used
that.
Lyft. I used
Yeah.
Lyft, and there were several people that were using it, and it was the same route. So, but
So
this,
so now you're going to talk a little bit about
okay.
solutions. So
Right.
this thing is for real, and
Yes.
it's like you say, people who don't use public
Right.
transportation don't think about it
Right.
like that.
Right. Now and this is amazing. We have now got a survey going, and there's been such a tremendous response. And you can do it on your phone. All you
Okay.
got to do is text to this number. And like this card, I've been passing out these cards and handling them. I mean, it's been something. And the biggest push is going to be next week, but you can text it now. And here's the criteria. You have to live in Gwinnett County, or you have to work in Gwinnett County.
Okay. Live or work.
And there's
Okay.
going to be 8 questions on it. I've taken it, and here the card says, "Do you wish it was easier to get around in Gwinnett?" And you just text yes, YES, to this number, 74029.
74029. That's a SMS message.
Right.
So
And
it should be free for most of y'all.
Oh, it's
Everybody
free. Right.
y'all know it's included in your text plan.
Right. And then once you get the yes, then they will send you the questions. And I'm going to say it is so important for you to give your voice. It doesn't do any good to
just
complain
about
on the
it.
bus and all of
Yes.
that. This is your opportunity, and even for people, this is not just for the people with buses, that ride the bus. There's issues with, traffic,
Connecting,
the connecting.
Connecting to
one
other
of the
bus
things,
services.
one of the things that they put this HOV lane on
Yeah,
85,
that's crazy.
and they
you gotta pay
charge,
for it.
and you know what happens? Once you get past Spaghetti Junction and you get in Gwinnett County, people move over because they don't want to
get in that, right?
And that was just a waste of money.
Well, let me tell you, when my mother used to live up there, I got the Peach Pass.
Yes.
And sometimes I would be charged to $10 just to get from one exit.
No.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
because
See, that's
I
crazy.
needed to get where I needed to
go,
get to.
right.
And sitting there trying to drive 8 miles for an hour.
Yeah.
My
so you just
nerves
pay
were
it.
just
Yeah.
shot.
Yes.
So I've had conversations with people, coming from Florida, we're kind of used to paying tolls, but we
Right.
also used to good roads.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
We're used to roads that don't tear up the
Exactly.
alignment in your car. The state of Georgia ought to give us a doggone a tax rebate every year to get alignments done.
Well, let me tell
and
you,
tires.
interesting that you bring up the state of the road. So today a state trooper pulled me over. He said, "You have a crack in your windshield." I said, "Officer, I've had this replaced twice.
Yep.
I'm over it."
Yep.
And he said, "Are you serious?" He
Mm-hmm.
said, "What's causing it?" I said, "These rocks from the
roads.
road."
I know.
He said,
The
"I'm
roads.
sorry, man, you're going right."
Yes.
How many times do you expect me to pay this? If you want, I'll send you a bill every time.
I know, right? How about that? The
know.
state should be
That-
giving a rebate. It's ridiculous the way
Yeah.
these roads are, the
Right.
way the roads are,
And
just
that-
to drive on them.
And that's also included in this survey. It's just the whole picture. And so once I'm gonna give the number again. But once we collect the information, we're going to look at everything, and then also we also have a campaign going to where we have to go before the Board of Commissioners. We have to have so many petitions to get MARTA into Gwinnett, and then I'm wanting to team up once again with the people at Gwinnett Village to help me to be able to connect with some of the businesses
Yeah.
and some of the other things.
That's who can get this ball rolling.
Yes, that's
if the
exactly-
businesses say
yes.
this is what we want,
Exactly.
that's
That's
what's
what
going
I'm
to
gonna do.
happen. I can imagine that there are, because, I live in Cobb, and Cobb don't want they don't want a big intricate transportation system out there like that. Now, there are some things that are coming because the stadium
Braves.
is there.
Yes.
The new stadium is coming. The one that they bullied down everybody's throat.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. That was one of the funniest things I've ever. I shouldn't be laughing at it, but it's funny when I see things being done to affluent people that have been being done to poor people
Right.
over and over and over again without redress, without being addressed or anything. And that got rammed down the throats of the citizens of Cobb County. Now, I can tell you, being a resident of Cobb, and I've been living there since I've been here, they really looking for folks who, are not above a certain income level, be rolling all up and through Cobb County. They're not looking forward to that. That's the reason why, as long as these systems have been in place, there's no reason why the infrastructure couldn't have happened. There's no reason why the SPLOST failed. There's no reason except that a lot of people who live in these suburbs move to those suburbs because they're trying to get away from certain other people. Let me say, they're trying to get away from poor people. Let's just say it that way.
Well, Gwinnett County.
All right.
Gwinnett.
See, Walter. Yeah, I know, but we can't say it on the air. Ain't no camera in there.
I know. I quietly reside here, but you got what I was saying. I didn't want. I didn't want to make it seem.
What he's trying to say.
What you think this right here?
Yeah. Okay.
What
Yeah.
you think? He
Thankfully,
touched this side.
no.
He touched this side.
Yeah.
You know what he's talking about.
And the thing about this about Gwinnett County, there is 121 different languages spoken in Gwinnett County. So
Gwinnett is extremely diverse.
What they tried to fight is already there. Yeah,
they're extremely diverse culturally, but there really are only a couple of classes, and there are those who have a lot of money. Those who have some money, and those who don't have any money. And people don't care what you look like or what language you speak, unless except for how much money you got. That's what matters. So there's no great hurry. There's no great urgency from the powers that be to get this done. Therefore, it's up to you, the citizen.
Right.
It is up to you. Whether you are someone who uses or does not use public transportation. Again, Lanita made an excellent point. If you are someone who lives in one of these big, beautiful homes in Gwinnett, and you've bought into the whole, we don't want the riffraff coming through here on the buses, and the buses are going to bring crime and that kind of thing, trust me. The crime is already there. Get your UCRs from the from your local police departments. It doesn't get publicized the same way, and I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
It doesn't get. I worked with Weed and Seed for several years. I worked with U.S. attorneys for several years. And we know which crimes get reported where and how they're being reported. That's another thing that happens. There are some communities where certain crimes are not reported in the way they would be if they happened in another zip code. So go ahead and look through those UCRs if you really want to know what's going on. Don't be selfish. It's really that simple. Stop being selfish.
Exactly.
This is what it's about. You can help somebody. There's somebody who you can help simply by lending your voice to a cause that makes sense. We need to go up in an elevator, not on an escalator. I'm kind of tired of the escalator mentality. I'm just saying.
All right. Okay. Let me get. Can I?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay. Let me give you. Now, first of all, I want to give you the website is www.thegr8. That's the number 8 exchange.com. So that's where you can go and see all about what we're doing here. That's what it's called, the GR8 Exchange on Transportation. Let me give you the text number again, and that's 74029. 74029, and you just text yes, and your voice will be counted. I cannot stress it enough. People say, "Oh, nobody's gonna listen to me." Oh, yes, they are.
People, yes,
they're gonna listen to you,
listen.
And but you've got to use your voice and realize that you have a right as an American to voice your opinion.
That's
and
right.
This is your opportunity, and we can see some changes made, because I tell you what, we've gotten responses, they're hearing their voices, and we're going to get some changes made.
As a citizen of Earth, you should just be willing to help some people. It won't hurt you to help somebody in this particular case.
Right.
So help people. I know I sound like the school marm.
That's right.
Well, Reb, I didn't expect for to feel like I'm feeling right now about this transportation issue, because I don't use public transportation. Right. But I'm really glad that you made the trip over here to share this with us. This was important. Yeah. And this message needs to get out, not just for Gwinnett, but I don't see a whole lot of buses in Douglas either. Mm-mm. I don't know.
I wanted to go to that seafood restaurant up there in Douglas County. I can't get there.
You sure cannot. You can hit your ride on the train that cuts through Bankhead.
I can't get there.
Yeah. And what you say it's called Gumbo's? What kind of restaurant? What is this?
It's a Cajun seafood restaurant.
And it's good.
The food is to die for, and the helpings are incredible. Okay, you have lunch and dinner for another day.
Really?
Around with them, yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna have maybe we have a girls' day. We'll have a bag lady luncheon or something. Maybe we'll do that. I think we should do that. Reverend Harriet, we appreciate you. We know you got to run with your cute self.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and sharing with us.
And thank you so much for having me. And once again, get out there and text, tell others, and it's gonna be good.
Yep. All right. Y'all got the text number, right?
Well, let me give it one more time.
All right.
It's 74029.
Text yes.
Text yes
to 74029.
Yes.
So people can go get them jobs in Gwinnett County.
That's right. Y'all? Get that money. People. Get that money.
That's right.
It's nice money. That's why people drive up there.
That's what they going over there for.
He in love with that.
Listening to the Bag Lady Radio Show with me, Mrs. Mary Ellis. Want to join the conversation? Then go ahead and give us a call at 404-603-8770. Or you can listen to us from your smart device by downloading the iHeartRadio, iRadio Now, or TuneIn app. Or you can go straight to the internet at 1100entertainmentradio.com and click Listen Now or Watch Live. You are listening to the Bag Lady Radio Show with me, Mrs. Mary Ellis. Want to join the conversation? Then go ahead and give us a call at 404-603-8770. Or you can listen to us from your smart device by downloading the iHeartRadio, iRadio Now, or TuneIn app. Or you can go straight to the internet at 1100entertainmentradio.com and click Listen Now or Watch Live.
Thinking that you'd stay. Gave you my heart and then you ran away. Either I'm stupid, I'm foolish, or you're playing me. But it seems.
Hey, what song was that just played?
Which one?
Right now, this one that's playing right now. What song is that?
Oh, it's Fool's Gold. Jill Scott.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
I don't know that song, but I'm feeling that. I was all in here, all about that bass, and then what had happened was,
well, I mean, it was. I think it was a nice transition. I thought it was a nice transition, and I hope that it was suiting to you all, ladies.
Yes, it did. It did exactly that. And that's now. I don't know what the song is about. I'm gonna have to listen to it, but it's a nice beat, nice transition to come in with the effable. What word am I trying to use right now?
How about incredible, fabulous?
Go ahead, keep going.
Titillating.
Go ahead.
Energizing.
Go on, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I keep wanting to call you doctor. I keep wanting, because everybody is a doctor nowadays. I'm just saying. But here we have with us, seriously, the dynamic Lanita Blackwell Mitchell. And I use that word because dynamic is a word that's filled with power. That's what it's all about. And when I'm going to tell you something, when a homegirl make it good like that, she's not just an attorney, but she's also a CPA. She's also an accountant. Wow. What? So she's smart. She know how to count money, y'all. She's beautiful. She coming up in here with all this, like, hold on now. Hold on. She got her lawyer hat on for a second. Say, Now what policy is that? That ain't nobody figured out they should be advertising to generate income. You can't do nothing but give props to that. Can I get a hand clap, please? All right. So, Lanita, tell us a little bit about first let me tell you how I know Lanita. Lanita she actually interviewed me on her TV show. I'm trying to be a big girl like her. She interviewed me on her TV show a few weeks ago. Unbeknownst to me, she invited me on because she had heard a conversation that I had with someone. I had no idea. But, y'all know I'm the credit lady. And she heard me speaking to someone about credit, and she did an interview with me that I have been like running into the ground. If you're connected with me on Facebook, you done seen it 16 times because I put it on every time. Like, I'm on TV, y'all. Look, Ma, no hands. I'm on TV talking about credit, y'all. And so anyway, I met Lanita through the Witch group. We're in a secret group on Facebook. You cannot find it, but it is a women's group that is full. I'm talking about chock full of productive, supportive women. Did y'all hear me say supportive? Mm-hmm. I'm talking about supportive. Yes. Lanita recently did an award show that she put on a couple months ago by now. And when I tell you, would you have like 100 people there?
Well, we sold out at 80, and we had some stragglers.
So okay, yes, so about 100 people were there. And of the 100 people who were there, I want to say easily 20 of them was from this group. Supportive women. And y'all know that's right up Bag Lady Radio's alley. That's what we all about, strengthening women. Women need other women. And Lanita has proven herself to be one of these women who is a valuable asset to other women and also a strong supporter of other women. Because I showed up at a daytime luncheon that we do with the fabulous Keisha Rivers. And Lanita was there. And I was so surprised to see her. I was like, wow, Lanita's here. Now, wow, this is great. I didn't even know you knew Keisha. How did y'all meet?
I think it was just email introduction, and we've been emailing for quite some time. And so when she started when she started the lunch group, I was like, I need to go. Right. And I really support. My biggest thing is supporting and helping others. That is my calling, my purpose. Yes. And all my blessings come from that. Yes. Truly. Right. Yes. And when I saw what Keisha was trying to do, bring like-minded people together, bring people together so they could do business, I was like, this is something that I need to support.
And she was there. And that has that spoke to me. It's because this lady is busy. She just celebrated her 16th wedding anniversary. I was my
Celebrate, honey. Celebrate. Yes. I know you know how to celebrate.
Yes. Girl, we from Miami. We from Party City. Trust me. We know how to get it in.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
You told Costa Rica will not be the same.
Honey, yes, we changed the atmosphere down there. And she has a beautiful 5-year-old.
Angelica's 8 now. Girl.
No, she's 8.
Yeah, she's getting old.
But she was just 5 when I saw her last month.
That's how it felt.
Wow, she is. So, in addition to that, she has begun the last year, right? Bold Favor magazine.
Actually, we celebrated a year in March, so we are a year and a half old.
Okay, okay, see? And then the Emerging Leaders Institute. That's where I actually met you first. I went to that thing. Yes, that's what it was. Okay, there it is.
So Emerging Leaders Institute is celebrating its 7th class.
Okay.
We are a nonprofit organization that empowers women to be global leaders. Okay. So educate, develop, mentor, and empower. And as you referenced, we had that training last fall, and it was the Entrepreneur Series. So all of the women in that room already had businesses, so they didn't need this is my bio, and these are my headshots. It was, no, I'm an executive. How do I grow my business?
I remember I got some great tips. That's where I learned about Fiverr, believe it or not. Yeah. That's where I learned about Fiverr. If you don't know about Fiverr, you sleeping. There were a couple other things. It was like the Cliff Notes version of an MBA course. That's how I walked away from that feeling. Like I had gone into and gotten a very short version, real quick and dirty, of an MBA course. So I appreciate that. That was a really good class. That's where I first met you at. That's what it was.
And it's funny you bring up Emerging Leaders. We're actually accepting applications now for our 7th class. applications are due August 28th, and you can get that online at emergingleadersnow.com. Again, that's emergingleadersnow.com. And this year's class, I'm telling y'all, we're going to be rocking and rolling through it. Branding, image management, networking, and net weaving. How to calculate your emotional intelligence and get away from emotional triggers.
Wow.
And the graduation is going to be, speaking of Cobb County, at the Cobb Energy Center.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Featuring a beautiful fashion show by the Lingale Agency. Oh, there's a caller on the line.
Oh, do we have a caller on the line? Is it Regina Littles? All right.
Mary's partner in crime.
That's my
Watch
partner. Yes, where she at? We can't hear you. Jean, come on the phone. This is B.A.G Lady Radio. Are you on the line? You know we can't have dead air on the radio, y'all. Don't make me start singing. Look, don't make me start singing.
All right, now she called in. I know she did.
Okay. But she'll call back.
Yeah, she'll call back.
She'll call back.
Okay.
So anyway,
she got excited when she heard Emerging Leaders. She was like, I got to
call in
about this.
That's right.
But
that's right.
So
yep.
the graduation is going to feature a fashion show by the Lingale Agency, which you ladies will really appreciate. Tina Bridges, the founder, all of her models are 40 and up.
That's what I'm into.
And
all right.
The industry has been incredibly receptive of it. Beautiful clothes modeled by the fabulous, designed by the fabulous Naraz Khan.
Yes, that's my girl. Y'all know she was my first guest. I love me some Naraz Khan.
Yeah.
This is B.A.G Lady Radio. Are you live with me right now? Yeah, see, she played too much. She play entirely too much. Never mind. We just break in. When you call back, girl, just break in. We'll stop.
She heard designer. She was like, I'm calling
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to call again. Gotta get another. You going to wear that long gown, Mary?
You know, it's funny. I was actually on Naraz's Instagram on my way here because the traffic was so bad. I would be just sitting there. And I was like, ooh, I like that. I need to call her about that.
This one, yes.
Yeah,
Naraz she the real deal. She is the truth.
Oh, yeah.
She is the truth. So Naraz is going to, so the name of the fashion show, the people who are putting on the fashion show is who?
The Lingale Agency.
Lingale Agency is putting it on. Naraz is the designer. All right. You still looking for models? Because I'm available. I'm just saying.
Well, let me tell you. So you need to talk with Miss Tina of Lingale.
Okay.
Because I think that you have the perfect personality. But I don't want to step on her toes and get in her way.
Miss Tina, I hope you listening.
Yes.
I'm just saying. You could call us if you want to. It's okay.
Yes.
Don't call me and say no, though, on the air. Don't be talking about me on the radio. Y'all know how we do.
Oh, my goodness. A mess.
So, Lenita, when I'm looking at your profile a little bit, and you have on here that we're talking specifically now. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you finished talking about emerging leaders? Okay.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about leading through living today, right? Or living through leading today.
Leading Through Living Community, which is the parent company that produces Leading Through Living Today TV show.
Okay. See, you got a lot going on.
I do.
This is what happens when you have an attorney starting companies. They be breaking it down to the nitty gritty. Be right there doing. Do you still practice at all?
I do.
Good.
Real
so
estate
you need to make sure
people.
people.
And sports.
Hold on. Oh, real estate law. I was going to say you're a realtor too.
No, real estate law and sports and entertainment. I actually have some professional athletes.
Okay.
Clients.
Okay, cool. That's what that means. Sporting events.
All
me
right
and Miss
now.
Lenita.
Well, you know, I love sports.
It's funny because I wasn't looking to get into that.
Yeah.
One of my girlfriends called me one day and was like, I really need you to look at my son's friend's contract because he doesn't have anybody in his circle that can look at that. I did, send it back, and it was just a favor for a friend. I went on with my life. Well, he called me, and he was like, I need someone like you in my life.
To represent,
period.
yes.
And so I was like, I don't know nothing about basketball, right? And my husband was like, I know enough for both of us.
Oh, see, there you go. See, teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly.
Wow, I love it. I love it. So I didn't even know that about you. I didn't know that part.
Well, I rarely talk about it,
Because you're so humble.
Yeah, and the focus is all about promoting women and promoting their businesses and bringing people together. And
that's a real thing, though, because women. So there are women who are athletes, and they may not be athletes, but these women who are building their businesses, a lot of them have children who are doing well in school and are on track to go to college with an athletic scholarship. Right. So now, see, this sounds like a whole other show for me, because I have a situation in my life that I don't really care much for the NCAA. We need to talk about that one day. We need to have a serious conversation about that. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness!
I know you know what I'm talking about.
Well, here's the deal, Mary.
Go ahead, tell me.
To get at that table, you got to have the flow.
Okay.
And we still working to get the flow.
Okay. All right. Well, let's work on that. Because I got a real issue with and yeah, I know some people think that it's flippant and facetious to say things like, modern day slavery because they're making millions of dollars. But there are people making billions of dollars off of them, and they don't control their images anymore. They don't get to control their images. They don't get to control, or even while they're going through the process, they can't make money and all these other kinds of things. I have real serious issue with the NCAA, but that's another story for another day. We're talking about the ladies today.
Yes.
Tell me, what is a certified 3PA?
A certified 3PA is a person of purpose, passion, and power, ready to take bold and positive action. Okay. This is a person who is fully engaged in living the life that God has given him or her. And you're walking in your purpose when you're not wondering, am I doing the right thing? If you're not scared all the time, and that even when you're worried, you know who to turn to.
Okay.
One of the things that I have found in this entire journey, and I guess I need to take a step back. So, the attorney, CPA, certified life coach, magazine, TV, and all the rest of that. Just 2.5 years ago, none of that existed.
Praise God.
Literally. I was in a point in my life where I was practicing law and was doing very well, but I had a yearning in me to do something else. And I asked Lord, what? And I went to a vision board party, and there were all these disjointed things that I had on the board where they appeared disjointed to me, but now I see them coming together.
Okay.
And so what I started with was, I don't know what my purpose in life is, but I know what I like, and I know what I'm good at.
That's how you started.
And that's how I started.
So this is important. I need you to really get into the mic on this.
Yeah.
Because this is one of the things, this is my vision for Bag Lady Radio, is there are a lot of ladies who are right there. Many of them are professionals. They're working professionals. Some of them are female executives.
Yeah.
But they're entrepreneurs at heart. They don't have the articulation yet.
Yes.
They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. Bye, Reverend Harriet. She is on her way to her next destination. You go, girl.
Enjoy.
Thank you for coming. We appreciated you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. God bless you. There are a lot of women who they were right where you are. And they're feeling something. They have that yearning. They have that pull. They may not. They don't know what the next step is. So please talk real slow about what that process was like. So you went to a vision board party,
right? What
were your expectations when you got there? What did you think was going to happen when you went to that party?
I had none.
Okay.
And I have to say this, a lot of people, they have these stories of coming out of the gutter. I was living in my car and all the rest of it. I don't have that.
Right.
I was a practice attorney, doing well, liked my job. People liked me. But I just felt this yearning. But I believe that God couldn't really talk to me. Well, no, that I couldn't hear his voice because I had so many things going on. And it was at that right time where I had just rolled off 2 boards and I hadn't picked up any additional responsibilities. So it was quiet and I could hear. And so the opportunity to go to this vision board came up, and I said, I'm going to go and just be open.
Right.
And that vision board party was different from anything else that I'd done, because I've been to a couple previous to that. Because as type A personalities, you can relate to this. We write things down and just say, God bless it.
Yep.
This time, I flipped it around and I sat quietly, I meditated and I prayed. And I said, Lord, show me what you want.
Okay.
And so what I wound up writing on that board was, like I said, a bunch of what I thought were disjointed ideas. There were speeches and books and health issues and politics and all the rest of these things. And I was like, well, I'm not doing most of these things now. But I could clearly hear him say, start with what you like and what you're good at. And the easiest thing on the board for me was to write a book.
Okay.
And I laughed because I was like, I have a completion problem. I had started 5 or 6 books prior to that. Had not finished one.
You know what? You're the only person in the world who that has ever happened to. Nobody else has unwritten books.
Please,
only you.
Please.
Just you.
No, I'm the only one that'll come on radio and say it out loud.
Just you.
But I'm just.
Yeah, that's right.
And to any of you who have ever started anything, you know how frustrating that can be and how it makes it that much harder to start something new because there's this little voice in your head that's like, well, you remember that.
Yes.
You that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it is.
It wakes you up in the middle of the night.
But what the Lord showed me was that I needed to break this down in pieces. What's that old saying? How do you eat an elephant? One bite
piece at a time. That's it.
Right?
Yep.
And so the agreement was I would write 2 pages a day until I hit 50.
Okay.
Because people not reading past 50 pages.
Okay.
As much as I love T.D. Jakes, I love Bishop. I've never read all 200 pages of any of his books.
Oh,
Same thing with Ayama.
Okay.
Love her. But, we all do it. We read the first chapters in the front, flip to the back, and we're good.
Do you know I never paid attention to that? I used to be a voracious reader.
Yes.
But I don't have time anymore.
Exactly.
So I really don't get all the way through. I feel like I've gotten the gist of the book at about 4th, 5th chapter.
Well, Mary, it's beyond time. See, we are a generation now of people who can't focus. We have so many things going on. We want the quick and dirty right now. We don't have we won't make time for anything that's going to take more than what we think it should. And so that's why we do that to those books, especially when you have a book that has 5 main points. You got them all in the first chapter.
Yeah.
I don't need you to reiterate 9 more chapters.
Right. Don't need the fluff.
Right. So when I wrote
that should help some people finish their books.
Yeah.
I hope you took that tip.
Yeah. 50 pages. That's all folks are going to read anyway. Don't try to be so high-minded.
Right.
And write about what you know.
Yes. And use your voice.
Yes.
Please use your voice.
Yes. I wrote about my experiences.
Yes.
And you got to be honest.
Yes.
You got to be authentic.
Yes.
The good, the bad, the ugly. So I talked about times where I did a really good job in leadership. And I talked about times where I just really needed a spanking.
Is this this was the first book?
This was my first book.
What's the title of that one?
It's called Leading Through Living.
Okay.
A Guide for Women Seeking Growth Through Leadership. And that was the first book.
Is that the one that went to #1 on Amazon?
That is the one.
All right, then. Yes. Published author, #1 best-selling author of not just 1, but 2 books. We'll get to the next one. Go ahead. Finish what you said. Well, I'm just excited about you. I really am. I'm excited about you.
And so I published the book with really no expectations. Excuse me. Anybody looking at my life would think, wow, you had it all together. It was this master plan. Well, it was a master plan, but it wasn't mine. And I'm just being honest with you about that. That was God. I put the book out there, and people started reading it, mostly family and friends, but there were some folks who were not family, not friends, but colleagues who were in a position to bring me into their organizations to come speak.
Okay.
And so I did, and that's how I became a keynote speaker.
Okay.
And during that process, I was like,
that was one of the things on your vision board, speaking.
It was.
It was. Okay.
It was. During that process, I was like, I really want to give back. I've gotten my wind back. I'm re-energized. I'm charged up. I feel like I'm walking the path I'm supposed to. So I got back involved with emerging leaders, and I did the entire course free that year. And one of the people who participated was Mona Shah Joshi.
I remember meeting Mona. I like her.
She is awesome. She is the director of the Georgia Organization for the Art of Living, which is a international volunteer organization with literally thousands of volunteers. They do all kinds of outreach. They had a women's conference. And I went. And I went because one of the young ladies who was invited to go, the first African-American female to take stage at that conference, and she wouldn't get on the plane by herself. And so that's how I wound up going, because I was like, you have to go. This is huge.
Right, that's a
for
big
us.
deal.
Yes, to take stage in India.
And she had flight fright.
Yeah, she was like, Lanita, the flight is too long. I can't be on the plane like that by myself. I'm not going over there by myself. You got to go with me.
Wow.
And so I went.
Amazing.
I'm thinking I'm there just to support her.
Your friend.
But I was divinely inspired to found Bold Favor magazine.
Wow.
And I met such wonderful people while I was there in India. The idea for Bold in my head initially was 15 to 20 pages.
Okay. The magazine.
That's all I was expecting. But when I put the word out with all my international contacts now, we wound up with 84 pages.
Wow.
And so this is no longer like some mini little
booklet.
This is a magazine.
A real magazine with real content.
Correct. And when we launched it to the world, it went all over the world because the women's conference was bringing together people from all over the world. Right. Literally, I believe there were 60 countries represented.
Wow.
There. And so
that's amazing. Yeah. I love this story.
And that's how Bold was birthed. Literally.
So at what point did you stop practicing? Well, no, you didn't stop practicing. But your practice is your practice. You weren't working for a law firm.
No.
This is your practice
I've
that
had
you
my
were
own
doing.
practice for 8 years now.
Okay. So you're practicing, you're actively practicing law right now. What about the CPA? Are you using that right now too?
No, I keep my license though, because you always got to be on the ready.
You never know. Instant in, season and out.
Yes. Yeah. And the other part to that a lot of us don't talk about, but if there are any young people listening, you have to do everything that you can to differentiate yourself from other people. There are doors that have been opened to me and places I've been invited that other people never will because of that combo, JD-CPA.
Yes.
There just aren't a whole lot of us. And then women of color.
Did you say JD? You are a doctor. That's why I keep calling you that.
Well,
y'all be playing.
Well, no.
Look here, Dr. Blackwell.
Okay, now let me explain why it's not appropriate to call an attorney doctor.
All right, come on, tell me, Dr. Lawyer.
Yeah, well, I'll just tell you, Juris Doctor literally does translate to Doctor of Law. Okay.
Right,
but there is a Doctor of Law degree.
That's different. How?
It's just a higher level of education. And so that's why it's not appropriate to call us Dr. Blackwell. But I know that there are some lawyers out there who do it, and I never say anything. I'm good with you just calling me Lanita.
Okay, fine. You know
cool.
what? But that's the humility in you, and I get it. I understand. I get it, woman of God. I get it. But I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. I think it is to be celebrated. I'm one of these people who, you know how you started? You talked about that completion issue. I'm one of the people who had that issue. And I think it's a big deal for people who invest the time and the money to get advanced degrees, for them to be acknowledged. I think that when you have alphabet soup after your name, I don't think it's because, I don't think it's hubris. I think that it just is an indication that you are a lifelong learner. And we should all be lifelong learners. And the difference between you and someone, for instance, like me, who are lifelong learners, is that you learn, you follow through, and you have evidence to prove that you followed through on something that you started. So you don't have completion issues, but I do. I'm just saying. Clearly, you ain't got no completion issues. I'm just saying. It just is what it is. It really is. And I admire people who are able to go all the way. That stuff drove me up a nutty wall.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God, I just couldn't take it. Couldn't take that no more. All right. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If we cut this interview off right this second, what do you want people to know about you, about your company, about whatever, anything? What do you want people to know right now?
Right now, I want people to know that Bold Favor magazine, our flagship publication, is now publishing almost every month. We started out quarterly.
That's a big. How are you editor-in-chief and attorney and all this other stuff at one time?
Because I'm walking in my purpose, Mary.
Amen. There you go.
And people don't like it when I say it, and because they think that I'm just
true.
saying
They
something.
think you're trying to be deep,
but it's
it's
like
true.
That. It's not like that. When you're doing
Lanita.
what you were called to do, you have the energy. God surrounds you with the people. The resources come from places least expected. And you're going to have times when you're tired, when you just want to quit, when you're wondering if you're doing the right thing. And somebody says some kind word or something happens to let you know, yeah, you're doing right. Just keep
going.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop. Mm-hmm. Just keep swimming, like in Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming.
Yes, but y'all go ahead and subscribe to Bold Favor Magazine at our website. It's free. It's boldfavormagazine.com. For my entrepreneurs out there, our fees are incredibly reasonable. Mm-hmm. We have ad space starting at $50.
I can tell you, I took out an ad in the Bold Awards booklet.
That's
right.
And
it was extremely reasonable. And girl, I was filling my little ad. Like, see, I told you I'm always filling myself. So I was filling my ad.
Well, you know, Mary, one of the things that I tell folks, particularly my advertising partners, mm-hmm. I'm not just here to grab your money.
Right.
See, I'm a small business owner too.
Right.
And when people were asking me to advertise with them, they take my money and then I never hear anything.
Oh, wow.
No acknowledgement.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I never even got a
copy of it. No.
Yeah, and it you have to do more.
Right.
We're
in a season.
Yeah.
We have to step our game up. Ladies, if you're someone who is kind of straddling the fence right now, trying to figure out what your next move needs to be, your work is unfulfilling and you're doing good work. Mm-hmm. It's just like me. When I left my job, I loved going to my job every day. I really enjoyed working with the people who I work with. In fact, when this show launched last week, some of my first guests was my former coworkers.
Yeah.
They showed up. And I tell you, I almost cried. I was having a rough day getting this show off the ground because the enemy was fighting me real mm-hmm. hard because mm-hmm. This show, Bag Lady Radio, is all about strengthening women. Mm-hmm. That's the point of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist for any reason except to strengthen women. And that's why we have guests like Lanita Blackwell, Mitchell Blackwell, JD, who is not a doctor. And
you are too much.
I'm just saying, yeah, this is why we have people like her and Reverend Harriet, who's here with passion and fire about what's going on over in Gwinnett, and Niraj Khan, who was here last week and who's just being with Niraj. You know, you've had that distinctive experience. That lady is a healer. Just being with her, just being able to kind of vibe with her, you get healings you didn't even know you needed. Mm-hmm. And of course, you know, my good girlfriends, I'm blessed. I have like 3 best friends. And 2 of them part of this show already. And that's Larissa Barclay, who was here last week with me as my special guest host. And of course, my friend, my mentor, like my ace boon coon, Dr. Regina Littles, who she said she was on the line for 10 minutes. I don't know how. She got somewhere to go because they in Houston, like I said, represent. I don't even know what happened, but we'll get that worked out. All right, we'll get that worked out and she'll be able to call in next week. But the reason this show exists is for you. This show is all about strengthening women. Lanita, thank you so much for being with me today.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we have so much more to talk about. I feel like so many things didn't get covered today. We got so much more to talk about.
We covered what we needed.
I think so. Mm-hmm. But we'll be at Mary Mac's next Wednesday. Are you gonna come? Are you gonna make it there? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll be at Mary Mac's next Wednesday at 12:30. Y'all should come join us. Be there at 12 so we can sit down at 12:30. You know how people act. And the parking is a challenge, so get there early, get your parking spot, come see us at Mary Mac's. And on August 29th, I have my 3rd out of 4 free financial literacy classes. So make sure you hit my website, goldenheartsholdings.com, so that you can get the information and register yourself for that. And I think that's all the business that I can handle for one day. Is that it? I think that's it. Do you need to tell somebody something else?
Boldfavormagazine.com, y'all.
And you're saying bold, BOLDFAVOR, not bold flavor.
Right.
We ain't talking about food.
Favor.
This is bold
favor. Of the Lord.
Favor of the Lord. Boldfavormagazine.com. Don't forget about emergingleadersnow.com too. That's if you're interested in learning more about that program and that class. All right?
Awesome.
That's it? All right then. Well, thank y'all. Yay! That's right. This has been the Bag Lady Radio Show. I am out of here.
This
has been the Bag Lady Radio Show with the hardest working woman in credit, Dr. Regina Littles, and I am God's gift to broadcast, Mrs. Mary Ellis. Be sure to join us next Thursday and we'll do it all over again. If you would like more information about the guests that you just heard from, or if you have a show idea, if there's someone you want us to interview, or if you just want to reach out to the show, go ahead and send us an email to producers@goldenheartsradio.info or send us a text at 678-856-3258. Y'all know that we're social media butterflies, right? So you can chase us on Twitter or catch us on Periscope at Gift2Broadcast or One Nation for Change. That's Gift, the number 2, Broadcast, or One Nation, the number 4, Change. Post your questions, comments, or suggestions in our Facebook group. Just search for the Bag Lady Radio Show call-in group on Facebook. For advertising and sampling opportunities, call 678-856-3258 or email producers@goldenheartsradio.info. The Bag Lady Radio Show. It's all about strengthening women.